wheel well photo etch is started. I've just put one of these in. It's the base piece that you have to glue, fold it over, glue the ring on, so you've got the ribs in there again, and you've got a little depression in there as well, which I've actually made a bit too big, so I've got to sort of press that out a little bit so it sits flat. You just need the impression of a depression in it, if you know what I mean. Next, the most awkward piece of the lot is this ring that goes on the inside. I say awkward because it's not actually, it doesn't actually go in as a normal ring would do, so it's flat. It's actually angled quite a lot, so I'm going to have to put this in bit mill. I'm going to have to use super glue for this again. I hate using this stuff really on this because it, although this is a slow setting one, sometimes it does actually set almost straight away, even though it's a slow setting version of it. Also I have to keep my fingers in the way as well, which doesn't help a lot. And line it up at the same time, so I've got to push it in, make sure she's at the right angle at the bottom here, and I think I missed. Oh, you pain in the butt, you. See what I mean? This is what I hate about super glue. It's sometimes it just goes straight on there and sticks down, but I'm lucky enough it's, I said, this is a bit more slow acting, so it's a bit more forgiving in that respect. But even so, one slight bit of wrong positioning, and you've got it. As I said, this is awkward because it's in the. I've got to line this wheel well up here as well, so that it should be in the right position now. Right, now I can open this up a bit more, put some more around the back now. Once the first bit's in there, it should line up, hopefully, perfectly. But one side's sticking out about 30 degrees this way, the back end sticking up about 20 degrees this way, so it's maybe 30, the same as the front end. But it's got, because it's a slope on it, it really is awkward to put in. So you've got to make sure you get it flat to the top and pushed in right down. This side's not too bad because it's pointed out, but this one's actually got, it's undercut, so you've got to make sure you get it in the right position. But there we have it. I've got the extra piece in here as well, and the wrap's gone in there, although it's a little bit on the short side. Don't know why that is. It shouldn't be. Seems to be a little short on the depth as well. That may be my fault in places. No. Well, that's the first one in. I'll get the other one done and I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay. Now, since that last bit of video, which was quite some time ago, it's about 4 weeks ago, I have completed both wheel wells. Now, I've glued the wings together, I've done the ailerons, I put them on, I've put the flaps on. Now, they took a bit of time. There are 3 lugs, one here, one in the centre and one at this end. You've got to take them off so that these can lie flat against the wing, because the only time that a Spitfire's flaps are down is when a mechanic comes down and physically forces them down on the ground to inspect them. Other than that, they're always up. So, but taking those lugs off, it doesn't show you on the instructions. I had to find out that myself. So I've done the flaps. They're up now. I painted the primer on this, and then I've done a sky colour on here, so I could put the radiators on. the intakes on the bottom here, so I know that that inside that they're the right colours. Next thing I've got to do is I've got a little bit of sanding on here and the swing tip here, which has got a bit of a dink in it, so I've filled that up. When I've sanded these off, another coat of primer, pre-shade and sky on the bottom, and that basically is to finish the bottom off. Then I can turn myself to turn to the top half. Right, I've got a little bit of filler on the joint down here, and I've also got one sink mark just in here, so I'll put some filler on that as well. I need to sand this off before putting these two little blisters on. I'll try on the other side here, and once I've sanded those off, I'll put the canopy on, mask that up, give it a final coat of undercoat, and then pre-shade it, ready for the camouflage colour. And I'm using live colours this time round. That's the sky underneath there. So I'm going to be weakening them down even further, because the last time I used them, although I know they're weak, they were the colour was quite dense. I want to make it a bit more of a wash colour rather than a solid colour on it, so that the pre-shading comes through in the dark green area. So that's as far as I've got. There's quite a lot been done to it, as you can see. There was one section here I wanted to show you. Let me bring it up here. Just at the end here and this side, there's two little green marks, as you can see. And that's because that end there, it was like that. Just to that little section, it was just like a V. I don't know why, but it's like that, and I had to just put some filler in it. I've just put the final lot of filler in, and I've given it a sand off. It's nice and smooth. Just needs a little bit of primer as soon as I've got the canopy on. So that's as far as I got with the Spitfire. However, in the meantime, just after I done the wheel wells, the canopy came for the Stuka, and I'm just started to mask this up so I can get this Stuka finished 100% and out of the way. So I'll be doing that in the next couple of days, this canopy. Let me pop this on here so I don't lose it. There we go. And it's very clear canopy they sent me, a really nice one, even clearer than the one I had in the kit. So, but it's there, it's almost done, and I'll be able to say that's finished 100%. Right, that's it for the Spit for now. I won't do any more now for a little while. Let this all dry off, I'll sand it down, and I can get on with a bit more, get this finished and out of the way. There is one other thing, and that is the 500th subscriber. I hadn't noticed, but I've gone over it. It's gone very quickly this time, and I've been trying to think of something that I can do for the 500th. I have a couple of prizes here that I can let you have. But I don't know how to or what to do on the competition side itself. I don't want you to build anything. There's too much of that being done at the moment. You've got enough on your plates as it is. I'll think of something and let you know within the next week of what the competition is going to be about. So I haven't forgotten it. I'm still going to do it. So until then, see you all soon. Keep up the modelling, and bye for now.